Hey folks, how we doing? It's Mr. Carter here. Ready to do Homelink 611. Go ahead and put your name on this if you haven't yet already, and let's begin. So today we're finding angle measures using what we know about a right angle and a straight angle. So we're not going to use a protractor for this, but what we're going to do is we're going to do some math to figure this out. So if you look at question 1, we see here that it is a right angle, because we got the square here and it's a nice L, and a right angle measures 90 degrees. Well, we know that this part of the angle here is 30 degrees, and we're trying to figure out what that angle here with y is. So to figure that out, you can go 30 degrees plus your y, which is your unknown, equals a total of 90. So then you ask yourself, okay, what plus 30 will get you 90? Well, the answer to that would be 60 degrees. If we look over here, number 2, we have again a 90-degree angle because we got the square here in the corner. So we have, again, this part of the angle is 55 degrees, and that is our unknown. So another equation that we could have done for this is we could take our total, which is 90 degrees, take away what we know is 55, and that would leave us with our x. So if we go 90 take away 55, that would be 35. Now here again, number 3, we do have another right angle, again, because we got the square here in the corner, so this is a 90-degree angle. So another way we could do it just like we did up here. We could go 75 plus our z is our unknown equals 90. So then we've got to ask ourselves what plus 75 will give you 90. Well, that answer is 15. Now for number 4, we have a straight angle, which is 180 degrees. So our equation is going to look a little different. So we can go 100 plus our unknown, which is our b, equals 180, because we know that a straight angle, again, is 180. So we know that 100 plus 80 would give us 180. So here we have, again, another straight angle, and so we could go 180 this time and take away the 60 that we know, and we would be left with a, and our answer would be 120. So now here we have something a little bit different. We have a straight angle and a right angle. So we have two angles that we know. We have the 70 degrees that we know here, and we have the 90 degree over here that we know. We just have this small little sliver here of the p that we don't know. So we can go 90, which is that angle there, plus our unknown, which is our p, so plus p, plus 70 equals 180, because we got a straight angle there. So to figure that out, we'd have to add our 90 and our 70, and that gives us 160 plus our p equals 180. So we know that 160 plus 20 will give us 180. All right, so our practice down here, we have to put these fractions in order from smallest to largest. So I went ahead and just put our fractions on another paper here. So we have 7/10, 7/8, 7/12, and 7/9. Well, we have the same numerator for all of them, so that's going to make it a little easy. So we're taking 7 out of how many slices there our total is. So to put them in order from smallest to largest, we have to go with the biggest number on the bottom will be our smallest fraction. Because if you're thinking about, like, let's say a pizza, and you have a pizza that's sliced into 12 slices versus a pizza that's sliced into 9, our slices of 12 will be smaller slices. So that means our 7/12 is our smallest, and then if I look, the next biggest number is our 10, So it's going to be 7/10. Then we're going to go 7/9, and lastly 7/8. So that's the order from smallest to largest. So it's going to be again 7/12, 7/10, 7/9, and 7/8. Alright, so for this one, we have to do a little bit of converting and using some benchmarks to figure this out. We have a couple of fractions that we can convert into equivalents. And the ones we could do for that are this 99 hundredths and 9/10. So I know that 99 hundredths, we're going to leave that the same. I'm going to take our 9/10 and we're going to make that 90 hundredths. So now we have 99 hundredths and 90 hundredths. So I know that 99 hundredths is bigger than 90 hundredths. Now, if I take a look at 1/4, so if I'm thinking of 100, and 1/4 of 100 or a quarter of 100 would be 25 hundredths. So that we know is very small compared to the 90 hundredths or the 99 hundredths. So we have 25 hundredths so far. We have 90 hundredths. Then we have 99 hundredths over here. Now what we have left is our 5/9. So if I think of that as a benchmark, I know that half would be about 4.5 over 9. So 5/9 is really close to being a half, which I know that 50 hundredths would be half, and I know that this is a quarter. So 5/9 is going to kind of squeeze in right in between that quarter, and definitely not 9/10 or 90 hundredths. So that's where 5/9 is going to go. So if I go back on our paper, we know that 1/4 is our smallest. Then it goes 5/9, then our 9/10, and lastly our 99 hundredths. All right, that'll do it for now. If you have questions, come and see me. Have a good night.